Hello YouTube, Davo_23 here, and welcome back to Better Than Potter. No, we are not. Yes, we are in trouble. Today is all about swallowing pride, looking at what we can do moving forward, keeping a job for the rest of the year, and then seeing if we can build back upon it. We're going to tick off a few things very quick. I've already thought to film this. I've been live on stream for half an hour, and we thought we were filming, and I never pressed record. So, to everybody in my Twitch chat, I do apologise. Links are down below, though, if you ever want to come watch the madness live on Twitch. Last time, we were punching this beautiful chair of mine that my mum bought me. Hopefully today is going to be a little bit different. In terms of what we are going to do is we're just going to have a quick chat about a couple of the people that want to leave, and it's come up on the 27th. It's Solly March and it's Trossard, and I'm telling you right now that I'm planning on selling both. Now, got to go to Solly March first because I actually don't want to sell him. Trossard, I'm very open to selling. Solly March is great utility, can play left, can play right, and can fill in a lot of areas, and he's got good dynamics in the group. Is he good enough? Probably not, but it's someone that, you know, if he's upset, he wants a new challenge, I'm not going to stand in his way. This guy, however, whoever Trossard is, because they've taken him out of the team already, wants to leave because he wants to play for a bigger club. 4 goals, 3 assists, 16 games, done absolutely jack all. Few of our losses / draws this year, we can look solely at him missing 3 or 4 1-on-1s in those games. He's had games he's had over 1.5 XG and not got a goal in. I'm happy if a team comes in for him. Everton need to want him. If one of them gives me 50 mil, he's gone. One of them gives me 40 mil, it's tempting. And what that allows me to do is, if it's not this year, maybe next year, we can look to building towards maybe something of a little bit more of a philosophy that's a bit more exciting. In terms of what we need to talk about as well is tactical. Since we last met, we got absolutely pumped. Went 5 at the back against United. We got beat 4-0. And then I played 4-4-1-1, which morphed into a 4-4-2 against Newcastle here. And we drew 2-1 in a game that nothing much happened. Sasita scoring a goal by himself, which was quite lovely. And then West Ham, Gillingham, and Man City. I would show the goals, but I've filming this for the 3rd time now. So, no goals being shown. Just mark my words that the way the football gets played in this 4-2-4 system, which that is something I'm thinking of moving to, but this is what we played, / the 4-4-1-1 kind of morphed into this, is the football's very much direct, long, and win the second ball if we can. If we don't, hope and pray you don't concede. Noticeably, we don't have a quick enough striker to break the lines, and noticeably, we also don't have a tall enough striker to win headers and flick-ons. So it's not the greatest system, but what it does do is waste time from the minute 1. We go direct, and if the wingers do find space to get in behind, then we got options in the box where we can cut it back. It does mean that McAllister is not in his natural area, which I do not like, but he has scored playing up front already. It also means the wing-backs stay at home a bit more, and we kind of just look to work around on what we can do. You know, Asensio and Andreas are there. Look, Andreas probably should play on the right-hand side, and Asensio maybe comes out of the team, and we need a left-footed winger. And, yeah, it's a weird system. It seems like FM, from what I saw when we changed this, likes you going a bit more the long and direct and not trying to play possession-based, which is okay, whatever. And it seems to put a lot of weight on teams that are the underdogs not doing nothing but sitting there with 10 men and then lumping it long. Because the fact we gave City a game, even though they had a million shots and we only had 6, kind of shows that. What I do like about the system is that, you know, we sit a bit lower, and it's a bit more how I play and coach in real life. Really make sure you press in the right areas, you sit deep, you don't concede, you win the ball back and off you go. You know, without explaining it too much. It's not too bad. Now, the main reason I've gone and tried to build this is I've literally copied it across and moved McAllister into the 10 because he's so good in this area. Like, as in a 10, he kind of is a player there. He's not quick enough to play up front, not tall enough to play up front in a pump ball system. At least here it's okay, and it allows me to get a Stoopy maybe bombing on. Lamptey still helping Asensio, but I'm going to play him as a right winger or buy someone to play out there, I'm not too sure. And allows McAllister to get in the hole. And we've got a game in a friendly, which I'm going to try this in. Now, the 4-4-1-1 does work in this system too, where we drop these guys a bit deeper. The only thing that I found with the 4-4-1-1 when I drop them deeper is when we go long, we seem to win the ball back enough, which is great, but we don't have enough creativity to stretch the opposition or get in behind wing-backs. In this system where we go long and there's a bit of a hole here and there's no one in behind to win the ball back, and these guys are a bit too deep for when we go long, and the centre-backs win the header, the opposition really comes at us. But when we do get the ball and we find Andreas and Asensio, it's not too bad. And the main reason why I like playing with wingers is One of the goals is literally Andreas picking the ball up, beats one, cut in, bang, goal. Where the inverted winger always look to come inside and not get the ball in quickly to the box, these guys seem to. It's a bit of a weird system, but it's worked. And I think we've now got to a stage in this part of the season where I need to swallow my pride. Yes, I like playing good football. Yes, the diamond's still there. Yes, I think if we get to a point of safety, I may try and implement the diamond again because it's more of how Brighton play in real life, with that being a glorified three at the back system without having actually three centre-backs because the game seems to kill you for doing that. But with the fact of the matter is, it's all about now us keeping our job and staying in the Premier League. We're only on 19 points from 16 games. Let's just set up, be defensively, be a rock, hopefully not concede too many, find goals on the break, and maybe, just maybe, we somehow finish 12th or 13th this year, keep our job, and next year with the Trossard and Solly March money, we can maybe do something in the future. Now, that's the plan. In terms of what I'm going to do in this episode is I'm going to play a couple of games here. I'm going to play the friendly Spurs, and if I have a good couple of performances, I'm going to give you the Chelsea game on Boxing Day. Or if I don't have a couple of good performances, I might give you the Southampton game because that's quite important because that's a must-win game and a 6-pointer. It depends. The 4-2-3-1 attacking works really well against Sara Lee, and then against Spurs we have a pretty good performance. I may just turn around and go, here's a Chelsea game at home, us sitting in this defensive 4-2-4, which I'm going to use in bigger games or every away game. And then at home against teams I think I can beat, I'm going to use the 4-2-3-1 is the thinking. That's what we're going to do in this episode. I'll see you guys in a second for a game where we're going to test out these new tactics. Is the 4-2-4 here to rescue us? Maybe it is. Just maybe we're going to have to be pragmatic in order to stay alive in the Premier League and have a job so we have some opportunity in the future to be better than Potter. Welcome back, YouTube. We have got Southampton as the game in the episode. We'll recap quickly what happened between Chelsea and Spurs. The friendly, we won 2-0. We looked really good. It could have been 5, 6, maybe even 7. Welbeck had his shooting boots on, but it was what it was. And then against Spurs, we actually looked really okay in the second half. First half, not really. Possession overrated. I feel like if you don't have possession, you're in a better spot on Football Manager this year, which is odd. You know, usually you're aiming for your team to get 60%, you have all the chances, you have about 20 million shots and you win, right? This year, if you're the team with less possession, you seem to win. So we were 2-0 down. I went into the 4-2-4 to absorb some pressure and then switched back into the 4-2-3-1 in the 70th or 65th. We basically went bang, bang, had a couple chances to win it, and then we conceded one on the break from our own highlight in the 83rd minute, and then Kane topped it off in the 92nd. With that being said, we played on attacking, and then the boys in the chat, as we are live on stream, links down below, and if you are enjoying the content, give it a like. We then moved into the 4-2-3-1, but moved it to cautious. We took the lead, we had a couple chances to go 2-up, and we conceded from a corner yet again. I'll let you see the goals, because Inessio's goal is quite nice, and I'll let you see the corner as well. Footy Manager's back. How's the results been? Not great, mate. We faced a sack at one point. Well, I thought we were facing a sack, but yeah. Anyway, great ball. We need to rewind this so you can drink that all in. Inesio gets it, and watch Inesio's run here being on cautious. He just drifts into the half space and tries to get in behind, and we'll go a bit more direct. In the end, directness over the top against Chelsea. Don't mind it. Bang. Inesio scores, which is a shame because I made a signing, which means he's going to come out the team. And then yet again, for the millionth time this year, we concede from another corner, and it's another shot that is blocked that falls to Trevor, and Trevor scores, which is annoying. But look, we're 15th, and this is the most important game out of the next three that we could have given you, is Southampton, because they're on 12 points and we are 8 points clear of them. If we can go away from home to St. Mary's and get a win, great. If we get a draw, look, it's not particularly great, but, you know, it's solid enough that we can build. But if we can go here and win in the 4-2-3-1, we know that maybe we stumbled along a system that is working, because we've had too many ups and downs and ins and outs and whatever. In terms of signings, I've made one signing. Trossard is gone. Said it was going to happen. Inter wanted him, 31 mil, 35 mil over time. That's fine. Solly March has not had a bid yet. But Correa, they transfer listed there into for 7.2. I've actually paid 12 mil for him. Overs. Main reason is they're paying 62k of his wage. We signed him for 68k. So for the next 3 years, we're paying Correa 8k a week. And the main reason we signed him is 2 reasons. A, if we go to the 4-2-4/4-4-1-1, variation that we have instead of the 4-2-3-1, he can play up front off the last man with the pace. We lack that. Secondly, he's 6'2", so we can go long to him as well because he can win a header. Lastly, as well, I would move from inside, inverting him to inside forward and say in the 4-2-3-1 we're a little bit more aggressive, that he can get the ball and just run at people from deep and get back stick. And I think he can do all of that. So I think that's a no-brainer signing. For 7.2 mil, we've paid 12, selling Trossard for 35. We get his replacement in and he's only on 8k a week net profit, net wage. In terms of the team, I've dropped Webster, I brought him in. Every time he plays, we concede, so he's gone. I brought Van Eck in because he's got the 15, and the 17. Big game for him. Lamptey, Estupian. There is a call maybe to get Estupian and wing back on support. I would say I wouldn't want to lose someone like Trossard and Brighton, but good money. For those that aren't aware, Trossard came to me at the start of the season saying he wanted to leave on a free. You load the game in as a Brighton manager 3 days into loading him in. I've had about 6 people tell me that. Have you had Trossard saying he wants to leave? Yes. Yes, I have. He has an extension in his clause, so I've triggered the extension. And he came through and said at the World Cup while he was away with Belgium that he wants to leave to go to a bigger club. When the fact of the matter is that out of the 16 games, 10 of them he's had an XG of over 1 expected goals, and he has missed every single one-on-one that he's basically had. Against Everton, single-handedly had an XG of 2.5 and only scored 1 goal and missed 3 one-on-ones and a penalty. He's only had 7 attacking returns at 6.78 is flattering. And you got to factor in one of those goals is a long-range goal and another one is an effort that the keeper saved that fell to him in the 6-yard box. Which means there's one actual decent goal in that he scored. The assists haven't been great. His better performance for me have been at left wing back with 4 tackling than playing in a 10 or up front. So, yeah. Would be nice to maybe use him out wide here, but haven't get him go. We've put him on the bench as maybe one last time to use him. I think we just may as well take the money on him and see you later. Look, before I say this, I love him in real life, and I love watching him in real life because I think he's a baller. And in real life, he's staying at Brighton, for sure, right? He would never turn around and say, I want to leave and I want to get out of my contract, whatever. On this save, we look better with him out the team. And every time he's in the team, it's a bit of a, how like Ronaldo's a bit of like, it's the wrong word to use. I don't want to use the word cancer because it's a big, strong word, but you know how someone's in the team and it affects the team so bad? Hints Ronaldo when he starts for United. Trossard's been like that for me. He's the cancer of the side. When he's in there, we look horrid, like dead horrid. So, yeah, at least with him out, it's not too bad. But we'll use him off the bench if we need to. In terms of this is the biggest game of the season because if we win this game in an okay spot. Adams, Armstrong, and Armstrong. Nice. Salisu, Maitland-Niles, and Walker-Peters. It's not a bad side. Here we go. We're in the blue. They're in the red. We need to win. We're on cautious instead of attacking. And that's because I want to see how we go first and then make a change. Saying that, Southampton looks like they're pumping us at the minute. But that's kind of how the system plays, is solely on the break. Yeah, I love him in real life. I think Trossard's a fantastic footballer in real life. This is the thing about this system. We have 40% possession, 76, 75% pass completion, yet we're the team creating as many chances. Not a highlight here, 36 minutes played. 5 shots, 6 shots now without a highlight. We have a throw in deep in their half. We all look depressed when possible. But we look depressed no matter what. That's a ball and a half. That's a goal. Wow. Thank God Shea Adams. Need to stop that ball there. We get called high up the field. We should have been 1-0 down. It's 0-0. Far from pleased. Start the second half. I'm going to make the change. I'm going to move us into a little bit more attacking, I reckon. See if we move this ball around slightly quicker now. Because I think this is a game we have to go out there and try to win. This is a game we have to go out there and try and win. A lot of bookings out there, which we haven't really been booked too much this season. It ain't happening. All right, we've got 2 options. Leave it and just know that more than likely this plays out as a 0-0, or we concede one late or maybe nab one late, or we go to the diamond and really know that if we press hard to try and score here, we could concede on the break. The only reason I'm thinking we can go diamond is because it allows us maybe a way to win it. There's a lot of bookings out there. I'm going to leave it. Lallana's going to come in the hole for McAllister, who's our best player. Trossard is going to come in out here. Pascal Gross is going to come in for Thuram, who's yet again had a stinker. Scully's going to come out for Tyreek. I'm going to leave one change up our sleeve if we need it. 9 shots too. Demand a bit more. Can we find something from somewhere? 11 shots too, not even a highlight. Highlight. Yet again, it's another Southampton highlight by the looks of it, unless we win the ball here, Trossard, which we don't. Trossard's last game, maybe can do something if we win the ball. This feels like a 1-0 loss. This just feels like that sort of game. It's a ball and a half, that. Offside. Gonna move it back to cautious. Oh, don't you dare. That would have summed up the year. Southampton have had all the game. Jesus Christ, we're going to lose. No matter what happens, whenever we press the record button for YouTube, we do not play well. Spurs, we saw promise. Chelsea, we saw promise. Here, we deserve to have lost. We haven't seen a highlight from us at all. There it is. There it is. And our season yet again back in the mud. Our season yet again back in the mud. We concede 92nd minute and the poor run of form continues. Poor run of form continues. Better XG, 12 shots, didn't even see a highlight. Didn't even see a highlight. Nothing works. I have tried a million different tactics, nothing works. I have tried, I've tinkered, I've done everything, nothing works. And we lose again late in a game. Not even a highlight. Keeps us 15th, and more importantly, Southampton didn't get closer. We're dead. I'll see you next time, YouTube, and yeah, look, I don't see a world where we keep our job by the end of the year. We doing better than Potter? No, we're not. We should be laughed out. And you know what? I'm going to put this out there. I don't deserve to have owned or bought Football Manager 23.